Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Joseph Eng.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Taking a look at your forecast on this Friday. It's 73 degrees outside in DeRidder, and a good chunk of the area definitely feeling a little rain-cooled after the past several days of activity, but still in the low to mid-70s on average. And if you look at satellite and radar, we've got more showers moving in, mostly a steady light rain pushing in from the west with a couple of stray thunderstorms down in Cameron Parish. Vernon is just barely getting skimmed by some heavier activity and just starting to see some showers pop up. Beauregard's got better coverage, but Allen is still quiet. So is Jeff Davis. Calcasieu is starting to see probably the most coverage of anyone right now as those lighter showers gradually push further west, but haven't reached the bypass or the metropolitan area just yet. As for the coastline, those stray rumbles pushing in from the south are affecting you more than anything that's come across the state line just yet, though that is the bulk of activity we're going to be watching again today. Like Thursday, it looks like it's going to be a little bit slower to move in. Unfortunately, rain totals aren't aiming too high, but upper air not showing enough of a shift in the pattern to really see much of a change to that process as we continue the cycle for at least another day here. Fortunately, rainfall totals haven't been too high. Yesterday landed with most areas seeing less than 1/4 of an inch, with closer to an inch in the heavier spots, and it looks to be shaping up pretty similar for today, and flood watches have been lifted for many parishes, but river flood warnings remain in place for many of our waterways, and that could be affecting those of you in low-lying or flood-prone areas. So you will still want to take a look at those alerts before you head out the door in case there are any road closures, and still keep an eye out for any flash flood warnings that might get issued during the day if we do see heavy rainfall. And as for temperatures, it looks like more areas will be able to reach around the 80-degree mark for the day, and if you're in spots that see more breaks and a little bit less shower activity in general, you might even see a few spots pushing closer to the mid-80s range. Let's take a look at that here on Futurecast. A little slow for that activity to move in this morning, but still seeing some light showers, especially further to the north of I-10. But it looks like as we get into lunchtime, we'll have higher potential for some pockets of moisture drifting in from the Gulf to bring up some heavier showers and a couple of thunderstorms over lunchtime into the early afternoon. Now, there will still be breaks out there, but this will be when a better chance for most of the area to see a steady to intermittent rainfall for the back half of the day. And again, fortunately, not looking too high on rainfall totals, but heavy rain is still possible, and it will be pretty hard to stay dry if you've forgotten your umbrella, so try to remember your rain gear heading out the door. Now, as we head into the weekend, the pattern looks like it might back off and ease up on those rain chances just a little bit as this trough slowly begins to lift away, more so by Sunday into the start of next week. In the meantime, rainfall totals certainly look manageable, around 1/4 of an inch to half an inch per day, maybe more like 1 inch to 2 inches through the entire weekend on the more generous models, but you could still see some higher totals out there, so don't forget to keep a close eye on those weather alerts. As for your tropics, those are quiet, no changes here. Looks like we might even make it through the whole month of July without any activity, which would be fantastic. Your 10-day forecast showing more of a return to the normal summertime pattern by the time we get into next week. We might even have high pressure come in to lower these rain chances even further, though that does mean an increase to temperatures, and for now, it's still running a bit cooler out there, but we got to put up with the soggy conditions for at least another day or two.
We're all going to mildew to death, I think.
Wait, I think I see some sun up there.
Yeah, just barely. You might get some peaks out over the weekend.
Thanks, Jeff.